Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and finally I have with me the HTC One E9 Plus, which is one of the many flagship phones HTC has released ever since the M9 came out. Now this phone is officially not available in the UK, so I had to get it from Hong Kong. It's traveled quite a few thousand miles over the last week or so, and finally it's been delivered to me this morning. Okay, if you go on YouTube and type in HTC E9 Plus unboxing UK, you will not find any unboxing in the UK by any reviewer, so I can easily claim that this is the very first unboxing of the E9 Plus in the UK. You will find plenty of unboxings and reviews from the Far East, like India and China and Taiwan. Lots of people in their languages have done it, but nobody has done it in the UK so far, of the last time I checked on YouTube this morning. So this is probably the first ever UK English full retail unboxing. Now the reason I'm showing you this phone wrapped up in all this packaging is because it's come from the Far East, Hong Kong, like I said, and that's why they have sent me an adapter, a 3-pin adapter converter, so that I can charge my phone using the 3 UK pin sockets in the UK. And that's why it's all wrapped up in bubble wrap. So I'm going to open this in front of you guys and have a look and see what adapter they sent me. I actually got this from mobicity.co.uk. They are selling it in the UK, but obviously their warehouse is based in Hong Kong for this handset, so it came all the way from there, and it took about a week before I could get hold of the handset. So this is the original packing of the HTC One E9 Plus. It's a dual SIM phone. Let's also have a look at the adapter they've sent me, the converter. So this is the converter, 3-pin UK converter, and hopefully I should be able to charge it with this. Like I said, I'm assuming that the phone hasn't got a 3 UK pin adapter, so this will probably help me charge the phone using the 3-pin UK adapter. Okay, let's put this aside and let's open the box up and see if this is sealed. It looks to me it's not. It's opened up already, maybe. Well, like I said, it's come from Hong Kong. It's gonna be a bit of a surprise, so I want to do this do this in front of you guys on the camera to actually show you what this is all about. In fact, before I open this up quickly, let's have a quick look on the box. As you can see, it's the HTC One E9 Plus dual SIM. This is the slick silver color which I ordered, and I think they do 2 more colors. They do champagne gold, and they also do a white gold as well. Okay, so quickly close this. Sorry to open this earlier, I completely forgot to show you guys the box. Let's have a look around the back then. Let's bring this closer to the camera. So this has the Android, obviously Lollipop with HTC Sense 7, I think, if I remember correctly. That's the newest version of Sense. Also it has the MediaTek X10 Helio octa-core chipset, clocked at 8 GHz. Now this is the true octa-core architecture in this MediaTek Helio X10 chipset, where all the cores run at 2 GHz. X10 Helio also comes in the HTC One M9 Plus, which is clocked up to, I think, 2.2 or 2.5, something like that. But in this version, they have limited it to 2 GHz, and all 8 cores are running at the same clock speed. And MediaTek is calling it the true octa-core version of the chipset. Now it also has dual SIM, as you can see, and it also takes nano SIM as well. So I'm thinking it probably takes micro and nano both, and also has the SD card expandable option as well. It also has 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal memory, and you can also obviously extend memory up to, I think, 2 TB or 120 GB, one of those. But in either case, it's more than enough. It says here, there you go, right at the front, up to 2 TB. So all these phones, like the LG G4 and the E9 Plus and the M9 Plus, they're all capable of taking your space all the way up to 2 TB on the micro SD card. Also, the phone has a 5.5-inch Quad HD screen. This is one of the first Quad HD screen phones from HTC. The M9 Plus also comes with the Quad HD screen as well, and it's 5.5-inch in size as compared to the 5.2 on the M9 Plus and the 5-inch on the M9. Also, it has the HTC Boom Sound with Dolby Audio, which I'm really looking forward to. I've had the M8 for a year, which I recently sold, but it never had a Dolby audio. So I'll be very keen to see how, I'll be very interested to see how the boom sound and the Dolby audio actually are working together on this phone. Also, the phone has a main 20 megapixel camera along with autofocus, the BSI sensor, and f2.2 aperture, and this is the same Toshiba model they've been using in all the handsets, flagship handsets in 2015. The phone can also record 4K video, which is good, and I'll surely be testing it and putting some videos on my channel to show you guys. The front camera now comes with the HTC ultra pixel sensor. This is the same sensor they used on the M8 last year, and it was at the back of the phone with the f2.0 aperture, and that records 1080p as well. And this is the front camera this time around, and this is pretty much the same which we had, like I said, on the M8 last year. All that has been now put up at the front. Also a connectivity, 3.5 stereo audio jack, Bluetooth, NFC, Wi-Fi, GPS, and is 4G LTE, all the regular stuff that you normally see. So this is the 32 gig version of the HTC One E9 Plus, and let's now have a look. There's nothing else in the box, nothing special, the normal regulatory information. So without wasting any more time, let's open the box up, because I'm really excited. I've been thinking about this phone for a long time. It is slightly cheaper than the M9 Plus because of reasons I will explain you later in the video. So this is the HTC One E9 Plus. Okay, it's all wrapped up nicely, and it's very light indeed. The first impression is extremely light. From, if I remember correctly, this phone is around 150 grams, which is a hell lot lighter than the M9 Plus, which is I think around 160 or something, and also the M9, which is fairly heavy as well. Okay, let's put the phone aside for a while and let's have a look in the box. What else have they sent us? So we have the normal regular boring stuff, which I'm sure most of you are not interested in: the warranty card, the safety regulatory guide, and all the normal stuff which I'm sure most of you are not interested in at all. So we can put this back in, no worries. What's this here? I think this is probably a card from HTC, a warranty card or something. Let's have a quick look. This is all in Taiwanese or Chinese, I don't know, because it's come from the Far East, so that's why this kind of stuff is obviously expected, and I haven't got a clue what this is all about, so leave this as it is. Let's have a look at the power brick, and as like I said to you earlier in the video, and I assume this is going to be a 2-pin power brick, because the handsets come all the way from Hong Kong, and in Hong Kong the charging standards are based on 2-pin and not excuse me, 3-pin like in the UK. So let's get this out. There we go. This is the 2-pin adapter, and that's why this sent us the converter which I showed you earlier. So I'll be able to charge my phone using this adapter, 3-pin for the UK. So let's have a quick look at the amp rating, which, as you know, in my unboxings I'm always interested in showing you guys the amp rating, and let's have a look and see if we can spot the amp rating. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, as you can see, it's right there. Output Zelda, it says 5 volt and 1 amp. As you can see, just right there, 5 volt and 1 amp. So it's fairly slow according to the standards that we have these days with other flagship and OEMs. The LG G4 came up with a 1.8 amp. Even my newly Huawei Honor 6 Plus, which you must have seen the unboxing, also came with a 2 amp. So it's very slow. For some reason in Far East, I've seen this before as well, I've bought a few handsets from the Far East before, they always tend to ship with a normal with very low powered adapter for some reason, and I do not understand why. Anyways, I'll probably be using my Motorola turbocharger, which is 2 amp, or my LG G4's charger, or my Huawei Honor 6 Plus's charger of 2 amp, which will charge the phone fairly quick. Okay, so let's put this back in here again. What else do we have? We have the normal USB cable to charge the phone up. Nothing special there, so I'll leave it packed up anyway. And the normal USB cable, which you can plug into your adapter and power brick to charge the phone or connect the phone to the PC. And we have the normal HTC buds. These are one of my favorite buds in the M8. They were the same buds, I think, same earphones, sorry, and they actually sound very nice. I have that same pair in HTC M7 and the M8, and HTC have continued this tradition of supplying high quality earphones, and they've also given you some new earbuds as well. So guys, this was all the stuff in the box. Nothing too surprising, the normal regular stuff you normally get in normal flagship phones. So let's put the box aside, and it's time to have a look at the phone itself. I'm very excited, like I said. Okay, so let's unwrap this very slowly and in a way that we enjoy it. I don't wanna wrap it ruthlessly, because it just ruins all the excitement of the unboxing. The phone deserves respect, so it should be treated with respect. So let's do this and see if I can slip it out. There we go. So let's put the wrapping aside. Boom. So this is the HTC One E9 Plus. The first impressions, like I said to you earlier, very light indeed. And even though this phone is made from plastic, nice matte finish at the back, it's not any cheap plastic. As you know, HTC is always all about build quality. They are the leaders when it comes to building premium handset. Even this handset is not made from metal. It's made from this nice plastic, which has got a matte finish to it. Even though it's not made from, like I said, metal or aluminium like the M9 on the M9 Plus, still it feels very premium in the hand. It's got this nice chroming around the edges, as you can see, and it goes all the way across on all four edges and surrounds the phone's plastic matte finish beautifully. The matte finish actually runs all the way along all four sides as well, and then the chroming finishes it right on the top edges there and goes all the way across. So let's have a quick look at the phone then. At the front we have the same 4 ultra pixel sensor which we spoke about in the unboxing. The same model was used at the back of the M8 last year, and this time around HTC have put the ultra pixel right at the front, so we should expect some good decent selfies. We also have boom sound speakers with Dolby audio. We got one grill on the top, and we also have one grill at the bottom. Now I'm not too sure, but I have read on GSM Arena, and they claim to say that even though we have 2 grills on the E9 Plus, but apparently only one grill has a speaker, and it's only got one speaker, not 2 speakers. I asked a few people this question over the internet, but nobody was able to give me an answer, obviously because nobody had bought this set in the UK or anywhere else around the world. And apart from the Far East, where the Chinese have got it, or Taiwanese have obviously in their country got it, but nobody was able to give me this answer to this question. So I thought I'll buy the handset myself and I will test it out myself. Okay, so we have nice speakers at the front and top. Like I said, the HTC logo taking a lot of space as always, thick bezels, and I hope one day HTC can reduce these bezels because they take up a lot of space. Okay, let's have a look on the right hand side now. On the right hand side we have this is the volume rocker, I think, yes, and this is the power button which is right underneath the volume rocker, and nothing on the sides along here. And this is probably the normal regulatory information that comes on the phone, so nothing special here. So you have the power button and the volume rocker running all the way across on the right hand side. At the bottom of the phone we have the USB charging port through which you can charge your phone obviously, and on the left hand side we have, I think this is the tray where you have you can put your memory card and also your micro SD card. So let's see if I can open this up. It's finding it a bit hard to open this up. Let's have a look. There's a bit of gap here, as you can see, and you can put your finger across. There we go, and the flap opens up. Now as you can see here, you have the micro SD card slot and also the dual SIM slot as well. So it says here SIM, let me bring this close to the camera, see if you guys can see it. It says here SIM 1, SIM 2, and this probably last one is the micro SD card slot. So this is all under one flap, so we can close this flap. There we go, and it covers it very nicely. I do not know how the long-term use of this flap would be, but most people would probably leave the SIM and the SD card inside and probably won't have to open this again. On my Xperia set of handsets, Z2, Z3 and also Z2 tablet, so far the flaps have been alright after a year, not too bad. But then in saying that, I've been very careful, and a lot of people have complained about the flaps coming off or breaking eventually at some point. But in this case it looks like HTC has done a good job, and it looks very nice and very firm indeed, and should last you for a while. Okay, so at the top of the phone we have the 3.5mm jack and nothing else, And let's have a look at the back now. The nice HTC logo on the matte finish. I tell you what, this finish is very, very nice indeed, even though it's plastic. But when it comes to build quality and craftsmanship, I think HTC do one of the very best phones in the world. Even though, like I said, this phone is not made from metal or aluminium, and it's made from plastic, and still the matte finish looks very, very premium in the hand. And when you hold the hands in your hand, it gives you a feeling of a very premium flagship handset. Okay, so we also have a single LED flash. Unfortunately, it's not dual LED flash, and along with the mic. And also we have this nice big round, different, unique kind of looking camera. It's a protruding camera, as you can see. It comes out actually a lot if you can see it from the sides. And this is the 20.7 megapixel camera, and this uses the same Toshiba module which they've been using in all of their flagship ranges, including the M9 and the M9 Plus and the 1ME and other handsets. They all have this Toshiba module they've used, and it's not impressive so far, but I've heard, what I've read a little bit about this phone, that this phone E9 Plus has probably the best camera of the bunch. Like I said, I will take some photos and I'll probably show you guys later in a separate video to see how far HTC's claims are. Okay, now let's power the handset up. Let's turn the power on. Hopefully we'll have some juice left in so we can actually have a quick look on the phone and see what this is all about. Before it boots up, let's quickly run through the specs again. This phone has the MediaTek Helio X10, this which is the newly released MediaTek high-end chipset. It's also known as MT6795M. That's the model number of the chipset. The same chipset has been used in the M9 Plus as well, but in this handset E9 Plus, it's been clocked up to 2 gigahertz. Excuse me, up to 2 gigahertz, and you can't go further down. And whereas in the M9 Plus, it's clocked all the way up to 2.22 or 2.5 gigahertz. I can't remember correctly. Also, this has the PowerVR G6200 GPU, which is a bit on the older side. I would have expected them to put at least a Mali GPU T6 series or the T7 series, but again, PowerVR G6200 is fairly nice, not too bad. It's been showing a bit weak benchmarks when it comes to GPU performance, but the CPU performance has been top notch because the X10 Helio is a top notch chipset. Also, the phone has Gorilla Glass 4. It's got a 5.5 inch Quad HD screen. The phone also has 3 gig of RAM, and also it's a dual SIM phone, and hopefully it should give us a nice pleasurable experience. So as you can see on the screen, it's all in Chinese or Taiwanese, whatever that is. I'll have to probably use my common sense and see if you can skip most of this. Keep on pressing this. To be honest, I completely can't understand what this is, but I'm assuming that the button on the right hand side is probably the skip button, and I should be able to get through it very, very quickly. Okay, as you can see, the phone has taken me directly into the HTC Sense skin, and the reason for that probably is because it wants me to change the language. So I'm going to look for the keyboard and languages section. I think it might be the alphabet showing this here. Okay, and the languages should be somewhere on top. Is it? Oh yes, Jay the Android freak, you're not doing too bad actually. And so far the guessing game has been spot on. Is it Italiano, Spanish, English? There we go. Hey, finally we have the HTC One E9 Plus in English, finally. So not too bad. I think I've done pretty well. This is my first ever Taiwanese phone, and I've never had to do this before again. It was a bit of a challenge, and I've done it right in front of you guys on the camera, and yay, not too bad. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this, and I'm sure you will probably enjoy yours once you get yours as well. Okay, so let's go back, and let's go see if we can go to the home screen, cancel this, sign in later, skip for now. HTC E9, that's the name. I don't want to name it PW, so I will leave it like that. Next again, finish. There we go. So guys, we are finally on the home screen of the HTC One E9 Plus, UK's first ever unboxing, and I'm glad that I made the effort, spend the money to show you guys what the E9 Plus is all about. So let's quickly check the version of HTC Sense and also which version of Android it's running. So all the way till the end, and software information is there, and we have HTC version, like I said to you earlier in the unboxing, Sense 7.0. That's the latest version, which the M9 and the M9 Plus also running. And we have Android version 5.0 Lollipop. And I hope once I turn the Wi-Fi on and configure the phone, it will give me the newest version of Android, probably 5.1 if it's available. Okay guys, first impression, the phone looks very nice, and always Sense is one of my favorite skins, and it looks very smooth and very quick indeed, very responsive, that I like. And the reason I didn't get the one M9 this year, because it was of the heating issues on the Snapdragon 810, and I sincerely hope that the X10 Helio MediaTek, my first ever MediaTek phone, and this chipset doesn't disappoint me and the phone stays cool. So guys, this was the very first impressions and the unboxing of the HTC One E9 Plus, one of its kind in the UK, the very first in fact, and nobody has done the unboxing before. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe guys, as it helps the channel. And please be just assured that a lot more is to come on this phone. Like I said, this is my first MediaTek X10 Helio handset. I'll be doing a lot of benchmarking testing, gaming testing, battery performance testing videos and everything. So this all will come in the next few weeks. Also, I'll be doing a lag and no lag series as well. So stay tuned guys, and I will see you in the next video.